Hey guys, super excited about something I just learned. Maybe you already know this, but I just learned it and I was blown away by it. Discovery reported that a flea, like the little annoying little bug that gets on and bites you, a flea can jump up to 13 inches. That's 200 times its height. But if you take fleas and you put them in a jar, you put the lid on there, and you leave the fleas in there alone, undisturbed for 3 days, you can take the lid off and they'll never jump out of it. And they'll never jump higher than the height of the lid because they'll jump up and hit it a couple times and after that they won't. And then guess what? Here's the most amazing thing. The offspring from those fleas will never jump higher than that either. And so by having the lid on there, it keeps them way below their potential. So even though those new offspring and the ones that were put in there have the potential of jumping 200 times their own size, they'll never do it because they were capped, right? They had to put a ceiling on there. And I was blown away, right? Boom! Here's this amazing life principle for you and for me. So many of us, even with our potential, even with the greatness that's in you, even with your capacities, your abilities, the power right now that you have in you to do incredible things, we're living below our potential. So we've got to take the lid off the jar and get out. Well, what is it that's capping us, that's keeping us down? Very often as I've traveled around the world and I experienced it myself, you guys, I lived with a lid on for a long time, right? I just lived with this ceiling. And part of it was self-confidence or self-esteem. I didn't believe in myself. And if you struggle with self-esteem and self-confidence, that's just putting that lid right here and it's keeping you from doing things you totally could do if you just exercise a little belief in yourself. So challenge number 1, believe in yourself. Exercise a little confidence. Work on that so you can get out and do the things you're capable of doing but are only not doing because of the lid. Second is all your beliefs. For some reason, man, the things we pick up on the media, maybe parents or teachers or siblings or neighbors or leaders said to you, somehow it imposes this limiting belief. And that limiting belief acts just like a lid on a jar, keeping you down. And here's the awesome stuff. Here's the great news. You and I, we get to choose what we believe. And so we can change our limiting beliefs. If you have a fear or a limitation, you think you can't do something. And you guys, I totally did this. With even the silliest things. Like I grew up believing I could never be a good runner because people are like, oh, you have bad feet. You won't be able to run. And I believed it. And then after that, I was like, years later, I was like, whatever, I'm just going to go run. And now I run with my Zero shoes on and I love running and run long distances and just love it. Run all the time. But I believed it, and it kept me back. I believed I was shy. I was timid. I believed that it was scary to talk in front of people or to talk to a camera like I'm doing right now. I believed all those things, and so they act like a lid on the jar that kept me back. So change your beliefs, right? Boom! Just change your beliefs. Now, I have a whole system on this. And really, this is what I do in mentoring. So come over to my website, gregdating.com, jump in there, go through the courses. They literally will help you gain the self-confidence you need, transform those limiting beliefs, and empower your relationships, which is the third thing I've seen often is like you guys, the people we spend time around and spend time with, input determines output. You know, we're around these people all the time, and those people they kind of dictate to us what we can do. And if we're around people that are holding us back or putting limitations on us, or we share a dream or an idea, and they're like, that's stupid. And they're like, oh, okay. And we settle back down. It makes a huge difference. We got to surround ourselves with people that will support us and challenge us and push us to get beyond those little capacities we set on ourselves. And then the last thing was kind of like social conditioning. I've seen this all around the world where I go out in different societies and cultures and traditions, And I'll come across like superstitions or limiting ideas or just a social structure where everyone there just believes like, well, this is the way it is. And you come in and say, well, actually, you could do it differently. No, it can't be done. Well, why don't you try it? I can help you. And they do it and they're like blown away. Like, I didn't think it was possible. So I want to challenge you guys. Work on your self-confidence, your self-esteem. Get past that lid on the jar. Alter your beliefs. Believe in big things. Challenge yourself. Try hard things. Get around people. Surround yourself with people who have big ideas. They're not going to push you down and tear you down and keep you squelched. And then watch out for that social conditioning. If there's social things around you that are holding you back, we can blow the lid off our limited abilities and capacities. I wholeheartedly believe, I know, you have greatness in you. You have genius in you. You already have the capacity to do incredible things, to live a truly legendary life. It's in you. And all we have to do is take the lid off and jump. So go for it. Reach upward.